Good afternoon, everybody. It might be night time where you are, it might be morning where you are, but just come to chat, chill, and have a laugh. That's why we're here. Hey, Kate. So yeah, just a short one, just to have a chat with everybody, chill out, relax, have a laugh. We've got the 2 viewers at the moment. Hey, Emily. We've got 3 viewers. So there is a third one. Come and say hello in the chat. Or if you just want to lurk in the background, lurk in the background. 4 viewers and only 2 chatting. I'm not going to go on for long. I just wanted to do a little short live stream, see how everybody is. How's your day going so far? So I spoke to Mr. Eagle VP. I'm not too bad. DIY Misfit Mechanic. For everybody out there that knows Eagle VP, I spoke to him this morning. He's not very well. He's poorly. And he's also told me his wife's poorly as well. So there's 2 of them that are poorly. So hiya, Sruti's Kitchen. Yeah. Good thing about it is that Pixie's back at work today. And he always rings me at lunchtime, see how I am, check up on me, see if I'm okay. I've been sat there waiting for him to give me a ring, and I thought, well, I can't wait any longer. I've got to go and use the toilet. So what happened? The minute I get up to go to the toilet, he rings me. So it's typical. So yeah, I thought, well, I've been sat here waiting for ages for him ringing, just to tell me how his first day back's gone and everything. And I kept thinking, I'm going to have to cross my legs in a minute. And the minute I get up to go to the toilet, my phone starts ringing. So, yeah, but that always happens to me. I'm expecting a delivery and I sit there waiting hours and hours and hours. And the first time and then I think to myself, oh, well, they're not going to come. I'll go in bath. I get in the bath and next minute knock comes at door, and it always happens to me. So I don't know whether any talk of the devil and the shore to a beer. I'm just telling them I'm sat there waiting for you to ring, and that minute I go to the toilet and you ring. Hey, salty nuts. And how's Mr. P's first day back at work going? Yeah. You see, this is it, Emily. Some say he must have known we were talking about him, and then he made an appearance. Hey, Peter, how are you? How's your day going? Good, I hope. So, yeah, I asked Pixie how his first day back was going. No, we don't take you, Pixie. Pixie doesn't eat you salty. That is a bit of a strong word. No, he doesn't take you salty. He knows what you like, so, you're after my wife. So, yeah, but it's all good fun. This is what I'm saying. Come and chat, chill, and have a laugh. That's basically. I think it were meant to say hiya, salty. No. Hiya, Ruby. Pixie is actually back at work and he's on his dinner break at the moment, and I think that's why he's coming on the live stream. Yeah, no, I think that was a bit of a typo, salty. Mr. P doesn't take you. Mr. P doesn't hate anybody. So, I think it was just a bit of a typo error. So got 8 viewers, so thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you don't watch this back, I mean, if you're watching it back, please comment, please smash the like button. I wouldn't say it's 100% better, Ruby Slippers. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but it was sort of, shouldn't I go back to work? It made the decision to go back to work. So we said it's basically just take your time, you know, get back into the swing of things, you know, and don't overdo it. Okie dokie then, Mr. Pixie. Is your lunch break about over? So I will see you later, Mr. P. See you later. So, yes, it was nice to see Mr. P come in and give me some moral support. Oh, no, he's far from lazy, Ruby. He works 5.5 days a week. He works Saturdays as well. But this illness has sort of knocked him sideways. He's been really ill. So, you know, he's far from lazy. I'm just saying, you know, just saying he's not lazy. Just that basically when he gets an illness, he doesn't do it. He sort of does it big style, you know. He's not ill very often, but when he does, it's one of them that knocks you sideways and knocks you off your feet. So, hey, just Bex, how are you? How is your day going? Yeah, same as I say, you know, he's back at work. I said to him before he left this morning, don't overdo it. It's your first day back. He's still not 100%. So, you know, just be careful, basically. Because as we all know, that when you've had an illness or you know, a lung infection or whatever, it can, you know, it can knock you sideways. And no, you're not. No, you're not, Peter. You know, oh, before I forget, I did a vlog yesterday and I made donuts, jam donuts, but because of the time it took, we was unable to upload it last night, so it will be going it will be going up later on when Mr. P gets home from work, once he's edited it and everything. So I did actually do the vlog yesterday, but obviously donuts and everything, it was very time consuming, and by the time, you know, we'd sort of done all the process and it was finished, it was evening. So I just said to him, don't rush editing and trying to get it up tonight. So Ray the Farm, no, he's got a full-time job, Ruby Slippers. He was just off work for 2 weeks because he had a chest infection. So, you know, it was only off 2 weeks, but the first week he had antibiotics and then he still wasn't any better. So he went back to the doctors once the antibiotics had finished, and they had to give him some steroids because of the chest infection. Ooh, oh yeah, I'm forgetting what day it is. Yeah, Emily's going to Brighton tomorrow. So watch out for a lot of vlogs, etc. from Emily Bird. So yeah, Timya, the animatronic girl. Hi, hello. Thank you for joining us. Then, as I said, I'm not gonna do a long stream today. I got some jobs done this morning. There's other jobs that I want to do or need to do. So I thought I'll just come and say hello to everybody. See how everybody is. Nearly all packed now, just a few little things left. And I don't know whether you're the same, Emily, but we always forget something when we go away. You sort of get halfway there and they say, oh, I forgot such and such. So there's always something that you forget that you mean to pack and then you forget to pack. So double check everything before you go in the morning. Make sure you've packed everything and not forgot anything. But I tend to do that. I like say, I've got this, I've got that, because I have medications, Mr. P has medications, you know. And then you sort of go through a checklist the night before. Have I got this? Have I got that? Yeah, I've got this, I've got that. And then you sort of set off and then you say, no, I knew there was something. I made a list, so I know what to take. Well, that's it. So I say I don't actually make a list, but I make sure sort of night before. Now, did I put this in? Because I have sweeteners in my coffee as well. So I always sort of leave some at home, but take some with me as well. And, you know, it's 9 out of 10 times, there's always something. Oh, you're welcome. Emily Bird says, thank you for stopping by my little random stream yesterday. It's my pleasure. Same as I say, my channel supports your channel, and that is basically the name of the game. Oh dear. I'm going to say we've had some catastrophes in his time. Now, going back not last year, the year before, at the time we'd only got the 2 cats. We've got 3 now. So anyway, we gets everything sorted, we gets the car packed and everything, and we sort of, the cats have got their own carry case, you know, because at the time we used to put them in a cattery. Hiya, Daniel. So we on purpose left these carry cases till the last minute to get out from underneath the stairs. So gets one out, and Benny, the oldest, he's, you know, as laid back as they call me, chilled out. You just open the door to his and he walks in and you just shut it behind him. Now, Lucy is a different kettle of fish. She's very timid. She doesn't take to people very easily. Now, we got hers out. Couldn't find it anywhere. Couldn't find it anywhere. We had the house upside down. I checked one bedroom. Callum checked his bedroom. Pixie checked everywhere else. Couldn't find it at all. So after about an hour, we were sort of saying, well, we can't really go until we've got Lucy in a carry case to take her to the cattery. So anyway, we thought, well, we'll have one last look. And in my son's bedroom, he's got a double bed, and it's one with drawers in, underneath drawers. So, but we'd already like pulled the drawer out to see if she was actually in the drawer. No, she wasn't there. And sort of, well, she hadn't been out, because we always say to his son when we're going on holiday, don't forget not to let the cats out. So we knew she was in the house somewhere, but we couldn't find her. So anyway, Mr. P says to me, says, well, I'm going to have one last look. And I sort of said to him, well, take all the drawers out of from under his son's bed and just like have a double check, you know. And he like literally took the bed to pieces, because it's one of these that's split in the middle. And the crafty little girl had gone right to the back, right in the drawer, because his bed is shoved up to the wall, and she'd gone right over, right in the very back drawer, right near the wall, and she were hoping that that we wouldn't find her, but we did. So yeah, so we were sort of an hour behind just for the fact that we were looking for Lucy. So now when we go away, we actually have a girl coming to cat sit for us, you know. Hiya, Jack, thank you for coming in. So yeah, so now she doesn't have to go and hide because she isn't going anywhere, because the lady comes and feeds them, does the cat litter trays. You know, basically, it gives us peace of mind as well that we're not stressing them out, taking them to the cattery. They don't know anybody at the cattery, even though we put them together. But you see, we've got a third cat now. We just find it easier to have somebody come in our home, so they're in the comfort of their own home, and basically, you know, it's like, well, yeah, this is this strange lady coming in to look at, but she isn't a strange lady because she's been a few times. So now the cats are getting used to her. She comes in, she feeds them. It's like an auntie. And Jack Dawson, I've just supported your channel. Thank you and welcome to my channel, and I very much appreciate it. So we've gone down. Oh, we went down to 3 viewers. We've gone back up to 4. So yes, I want to thank everybody that comes into my channel. We're here just to have a chat, chill out, and have a laugh. That's basically what it is. So yeah, I mean, for the 3 that's listening, hello, welcome, and say something in the chat if you're not already in the chat. Twinkle Cooks, hi everyone. Welcome to my live stream. My stream yesterday was so fun, never laughed so much. So as I say, I mean, you know, it's like me, Emily, you know, like when you're not used to doing live streams. At first, I was really, really nervous. But, I mean, the first time I ever went live, I'm not kidding you, Pixie had gone to the football match, and it set it all up for me. I mean, this is how bad it was. I mean, in the very beginning, it set it all up for me. It says, just do this, just do that, and you'll be well away. Well, I'm not kidding you. I was constantly on fire. Well, what do I do? What do I do? You know what I mean? And now I can set it up myself. No problems. I can invite people onto the panel. No problems. And it's this old adage that the more you do it, the easier it gets. And that is true. You know, so please give thumbs up and share the video. Thank you. Thank you very much, Peter. But yeah, same as I say, it's that same thing, you know, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it's true. But, you know, same as I say, Mr. P sort of taught me through it. He said, you do this, but it's second nature to me now. And it is true that the more often you do it, the easier it gets, you know. I still have the odd problem here and there. I'm not as technically savvy as Mr. P. He's experimenting with OBS at the moment, and that I haven't got a clue whatsoever. No way, Jose. I'm all for it, keeping it simple. You're chatting with your friends. You can invite someone up onto the panel if you want, but that OBS is a lot of work, and he still hasn't sort of fine-tuned it yet. He wants to do the OBS thing, but as a lot of you know that on OBS, you can't invite people on the panel like you can on Hangouts. Well, he is trying to work it out, though. It can go live via OBS and invite people up onto the panel via Hangouts. But it's just like fine-tuning it at the moment. Is struggling with it. Eagle VP struggling with it. He rang me this morning on Hangouts to test it out. And even Eagle VP's having problems with it. So both of them are at that stage where it just needs a few final twists. I'm sure they'll get there eventually. But no, it's not for me. And I do my vlogs. But Mr. P films them and he uploads them and edits them for me because I have not got a clue. I keep saying I'm going to go do the editing, but it's a little bit too complicated for me. So, you know, does everybody do their own editing? Do you get a family member to do the editing for you? You know, some as I say, I am not technically savvy, so I do struggle a bit with technology. So are we all, you know, technically savvy, or are we not? And you know, same as I say, I'm lucky that I've got Pixie to do mine for me. Britt will out when I were doing the donuts last night. He went, I might let you edit this one. And I went, you've got to be kidding me. But the process, it's like you had to film it in bits. Yeah, same as I say, I'm gonna have to sit down one day, Peter, and try and figure it out. Same as I say, with I made donuts last night, by the way, Peter. The vlog's not gone up yet because it was such a time-consuming process that by the time we'd sort of gone through that process, it were getting on sort of 9:30 at night. And I says, don't try and rush and get it edited and get it uploaded. He has uploaded it to his computer. That is about the only thing he did. And I says, look, don't rush it. Do it in your own time. I says, you can easily do it when you come home from work. You see, this is the thing. Now Mr. P's gone back to work. I could have sat and edited it myself today if I knew how, but I don't. So you see, this is the sort of, you know, the things that I could have uploaded it and put it on YouTube and everything while he were at work if I knew how to edit, but I don't. But same as I say, I said to him, don't sweat it. The vlog's done. It's uploaded onto the computer. I'm going to let you on a secret now, Peter. I didn't finish the vlog till about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. And the donuts were still warm. So I says to him, I says, do you want to try one? You know, just to sort of sample one, be my taste tester, etc. He ended up having 3. They were that good, Peter. They didn't look fantastic. They weren't like perfectly rounded or anything. They were a bit misshapen. But same as I said, I made them from scratch. I've done them all by hand. He even got the jam inside the donuts. But this is, this is what I'm saying. I've done them from scratch. I ain't got a donut maker. I ain't got a donut mold. Oh, excuse me, a donut mold. They was done by hand from scratch. And Mr. P sat, I'll tell you, he sat there and he ate 3. He ate 3. They were that good. He had one and then he says, somebody says these is absolutely fantastic. I'm having another one. And then he had another one. So anyway, my son were in bed. By the time I'd finished my vlog and finished making them and everything, So gets up this morning. So he says, did you make the donuts? I says, yeah. I said, they're in a container in the kitchen. So he gets up, he has milkshake for it, drink, because they don't particularly like tea or coffee or anything like that. So he has a milkshake. So, and he has toast for his breakfast before he goes to school. And I thought, when's the burning question coming? He says, oh, I think I might have a donut before I go to school. And he had 2 this morning before he went to school. You know, and I don't think he could take the suspense any longer. He wanted to taste them instead of leaving it and waiting till he got home from school. He couldn't wait any longer. And he says, I'm going to have a donut, I think, before I go to school. It was like, you know, I can't wait till I get home. Hey, Crimson. So, yes. So, and even Callum, I mean, and he's the worst food critic in the world because he's a very fussy eater. And even Callum sat there and he went, oh, Mummy says, you've got to make these again. You've got to make these again. He says, they're absolutely delicious. And I says, people don't realise the process you've got to go through, because you've got to, first of all, mix the yeast with warm milk. You've got to wait 15 minutes for that sort of like to froth up and everything. Then you have to go back. You have to make the dough. You have to knead the dough. And then you've sort of got to put it in a dish with a tea towel over it in a warm place and wait for it to double in size. And that takes 45 minutes. Then you have to go back, split it into like 12 dough balls, put them on a baking tray. Then you put the tea towel over again, and you've got to leave them another 30 minutes. So it is quite a time consuming process. So it were a case of, you start the video, you stop the video, you start the video, you stop the, you know what I mean? It was sort of one of them scenarios. But same as Pixie said, the result in the end was well worth that. So yes, I probably will be making them again. Obviously not vlogging it again because I've just done the vlog. But yeah. So same as I say, sort of sometime this evening it will be up. He's uploaded it to his computer already. So basically, at the moment, all he's got to do is edit it and post it to YouTube. So yeah, so it will be there sometime today, hopefully later on. So yeah, how are you, Crimson? Are you good? Have you just woken up? I was waiting for Pixie to ring me because he normally rings me at lunchtime before I went live. I could have gone sort of 11 o'clock time, but I thought, well, I've got a few things to do, so I thought I'll wait till after he rings me. I wouldn't say so much that they're beautiful, Ruby. They weren't perfect round, I mean, they're a bit, they weren't beautiful to look at, but they tasted beautiful. It's same as I say, when you're doing them from scratch, I didn't use any molds or anything. They was all done by hand. So, you're forced to get some that's a little, yeah, it made 12. The recipe that I got made 12. So, but yeah, I didn't use any ring molds. I didn't use any molds whatsoever. I didn't use a mixer. They was all done by hand and from scratch. So yeah, as you say, donuts are an act of love. They didn't look, they didn't look perfect. They weren't perfectly formed. If I can find because I took a photograph on my phone to send to my friend. If I can find the photograph, I'll give you a little sneak preview. So I'll just show you on my phone the picture I took, and that was the final picture. That was the picture I took of them. So it made 12, and I put the jam in the middle as well. So that is the picture that I took of the donuts after I'd done them. But yeah, but you see, the thing is, Peter, it only makes 12, and there's 3 of us. So Pixie had 3. I will admit I had a couple, and then Callum had a couple this morning. So there's only like 3 left, and I'm sure Callum will have some more when he comes in from school. So yeah, same as I say, Emily, I do like to challenge myself every now and again to something a bit unusual. You see, a lot of people haven't got the time to make donuts because it takes such a long time. Sort of, you let it rise, you sort of like had to let them double in size twice, so it is quite a time consuming thing. No. But same as I say, I wanted to challenge myself. It's something that I hadn't made before, and this is what I like to do. I like to challenge myself every now and again. I've never made the donuts before, so, and I think his son's taking after me because he's wanting to do a catering course. Hey, Equinox Photography. I've just been telling everybody, Nick, that I made donuts last night. So yes, and I've just been showing everybody the picture, the sneak picture, because the vlog's not up yet. And by the time I'd finished them, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. So it is very time consuming making donuts. So hey, I missed you, Big Red Bear. Did I miss anybody? No, I thought I'd. Oh yes, definitely strawberry jam. The same as I said, I've got like what they call a syringe type piping thing with a long nozzle on the end, and it's just make a slit in the side of the donut, squeeze the jam inside. You could put custard in them, you could put anything. No, it's not up yet because it took so long and it was very time consuming. I didn't complete it until about 9:30, 10 last night. So I says to Pixie, don't sweat it, don't rush to get it edited. He has uploaded it onto his computer. So when he comes home from work, it's my torture device, Equinox, you've got it right. And I used it for the first time yesterday. So there you go. So yeah, so I says, don't rush it. Don't rush, because it was getting late and Pixie going back to work today. I says to him, don't rush and, don't rush and get it all, just sort of chill out a bit. And same as I say, he's uploaded it onto his computer. So when he gets home from work, he's going to edit it and it will be published a bit later on. So yeah, same as I say, they are sort of difficult to make and it's a long drawn out process. And, yes, he's gone back to work today. So, hey, Choppers Rules in the house. So, yes, so it's a case of keep looking out later on for the vlog going up. And Chopper Rules just come in and I made donuts yesterday. The vlog's not got up yet because it was quite a time consuming process. So watch this space and watch out for the vlog going up later on. So jam donuts as well. But same as I say with this syringe thing, you could put custard in, you could put jam in, you know, whatever. I will do. You've missed him because he was in earlier on because he was still on his lunch break, but he did say he'd got to get back to work, so you just missed him. Yes, they are. I'll show you the picture again. I took a picture of them. Oh, what have I done? That is the picture of them. Can you see them? I took a picture last night. Yeah, I coated them in sugar. I put the jam in. And as you can see, they're coated in sugar and they've got jam in. Yeah, not bad. Same as I said, not perfect. Some of them were a little bit misshapen, but this is what you get when you do them all by all from scratch. No mixer, no dough mold, no nothing. Everything was done by hand. So yeah, so watch out for the vlog going up later on. Do you want to know another secret, Big Red Bear? Pixie had 3 of them last night while they were still warm. And Callum had 2 this morning before he went to school. It was like, you know, the typical situation, a kid in a candy store. Pixie had 3 last night while they were still warm. Yeah. It only made 12 and Pixie had 3 of them last night. It was one of them things where he says, you know, well, I've just got to have another one. Well, I think I'll have another one. And before you knew it, he'd had 3 of them already. And Callum had 2 before he went to school this morning. He couldn't wait till he came home to have any, so he had 2 this morning before he went. Hey, Reverend Redline. So yeah, but well, that's similar to in this house, Chopper's rules. Once I make something in the back of an eyelid, it's gone. So yeah. So and then there's Pixie saying, "Oh, you've got to make these again. They're absolutely delicious. They're yummy." You know what I mean? And he knows all too well because he had to film me making the vlog how time consuming it is, and they are time consuming. And Ruby Slippers made a comment earlier on: when you make donuts, you have to make them with love, and that is exactly. Well, Mr. P always puts the recipe, because I download my recipes off the internet. So basically, what Pixie does, he puts all the ingredients in the description and the method as well. So it's like, I mean, we sort of do, I'm old school. I like the pounds and ounces, but he also does like the metric one as well. So yes, so you know, even down to the, it does the ounce equivalent, the metric equivalent. Okie dokie then, Chopper's Raw. Homemade Bailey. You see, that's the thing, Equinox. None of us likes Bailey, so it's pointless me making anything that we're not going to participate in, if you know what I mean. Well, this is another story. Callum is doing cookery at school. Now, they do things from term to term. Now, last term, it was like, Thank you very much, Peter. It's put, Mrs. P, you make everything with love, so everything you make is great and looks beautiful. But you see, the thing is, this term, Callum is actually doing like healthy things. Now, he made red lentil and carrot soup. That were okay. But last week, he did veggie burgers. Now, me and Mr. P are open and we'll try anything once. So anyway, I made these veggie burgers, potatoes, red beans, sweet potato, but they got no meat in them. So anyway, we thought to ourselves, you know, we'll give it a try. You know, we'll give it his best shot. Sort of, I sat there and I were, tastes nice, but they're not for me. So obviously Mr. P was poorly, so he attempted, and he says, I'm sorry, Callum, but I'm saying it's not the same without any meat in it. And even Callum admitted himself he wasn't too fond of them either. So although it was a success and they were made beautifully, it wasn't for us. The same as I say, I'll give anything a try, you know, once, but no, we all said, you know, he won't be making them at home, I don't think, because even Callum himself wasn't keen on them. So yeah, so, but same as I say, we gave it a try, we tasted them, didn't like them. Well, this is what we're saying. They were nice, don't get me wrong, but we like a proper burger, not a veggie burger. And we said, you know, we all agreed, we tried them, you know, but it just wasn't for us. Even Callum admitted himself he wasn't keen on them. So, you know, the same as we've said, I think he's making what are they, seeded baps, I think, this week. So sort of we're getting there. I mean, you know, we're getting there. You know, obviously or hopefully what he's making this week is going to be something that we can enjoy. But none of us, you know, me, Mr. P or Callum, didn't enjoy the burgers at all. So, but same as I said, I mean, they break up at the end of May for a week. I mean, hopefully they'll go on to something a bit more appetizing next term. But it's a school, they have to go through like an healthy stage, you know, teaching them how to cook healthy, how to eat healthy, you know, etc. So, but, you know, everything apart from that, you know, we've eaten, we've enjoyed, but no, they were a big no-no. So, you know, but Callum is a good cook. You know, he is a good cook. So, well, the Equinox says, I'm doing liver and bacon with an onion gravy with mashed tatties. We see everything on that is good apart from the liver, because I don't like liver. But it wouldn't be liver and bacon and onions without the liver. But, you know, everybody's different. You know, I don't like anything too spicy. You know, it wouldn't be do you deliver? So yeah, I mean, it wouldn't do for everybody to be the same and have the same you know, the same taste in food. You know, we're not big on Indian. We like us Chinese, but there again, me and Mr. P like Chinese, but Callum's not fussed on it. And this is what I'm saying. It wouldn't do for everybody to be the same. or have the same taste in food. Oh yeah, definitely. We had roast pork yesterday. Roast pork, mashed potato, vegetables, stuffing balls, and Yorkshire pudding. So there you go. And without fail, we have a Sunday roast every week. Without fail. Well, you see, it's an acquired taste. Well, I mean, not everybody likes liver, but I mean, if you like it, that's, you know, that's all well and good. But some as I say, it's not something, you know. Favourite pie. Well, Mr. P would tell you that his favourite pie, and I do a mean meat and tater pie. I do a mean meat and tater pie, and that's all it is basically, meat and potato with a crust on top. But Mr. P absolutely loves it. So I just cube my potatoes up in cubes. I've got a slow cooker, so I buy diced beef. I buy diced beef. I just put it in the slow cooker, chop a onion up in with the meat, add a little bit of gravy granules or stock or whatever you call it. Leave it for about 3 or 4 hours. Boil my potatoes, and then I just put the meat over the top of the cubed potatoes, make some short crust pastry, and put a lid on it. Greggs or pies from a local shop. Well, that all depends. I mean, some local shops, they sell these that are all pastry and no meat, in my opinion. Now, it all depends where you shop. Hey, Mary, hiya. Clark's made locally, best pie in the West Country. Oh, you like to go. Well, you see, the thing is, we went shopping the other week, and is it Ginster? We come across some Ginster Cornish pasties. Now, it's not very often we like minced beef and onion pies. We like one of these steak and ale pies or things like that. And we saw them and we says, do you know what? We haven't had Cornish pasties in ages. So we decided Dolly Mix or laced sweets. Now, I'm not a big fan of licorice, so I would tend to go with Dolly mixtures, even though I'm sort of not all that fond of Dolly. Because you see, I've got this weird, I don't know whether it's weird or not. Sweets with sugar on, like fruit pastels and things like that, I get like goose pimples on my arms. Now, don't get me wrong, I like them, but I don't know what it is. But anything with, because you see, my dad used to love jelly beans, and he used to eat tons of them. But the thought of them jelly beans, because they're sweet and because they're sugary, I'd get the hairs standing up on the back of my arm and on the back of my neck. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But you see, Ginsters is vile. Well, same as I say, we just came across them, Nick, and says, you know what, we haven't had Cornish pasties in a while, so we bought some. We haven't had them yet; they're still in the freezer. But Callum tends to like Maynard's sports mixture. Now, I like wine gums, I like midget gems, I like the sports mixture. But I don't know what this thing is about with anything that's very sweet or coated in sugar, like fruit pastels, American hard gums and things like that. For some reason, as I say, they make the hairs on my arms and the back of my neck stick up. I don't know why, whether it's like a thing with sugary sweets. I don't know. I mean, probably one of you know what it, I mean, it's not an allergy. I can't say it's an allergy because it don't bring me out all in blotches and everything. But the minute I put anything like too sweet or coated in sugar, it makes hairs on back of my neck stick up and my hairs on my arm stick up. I don't know what it is. Favourite biscuits. Malted milk, I'd have to say. Now they are one of my favourites. I like the plain ones, you know, not these digestives in chocolate and things like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I've always been like it since I were a kid. I don't know what it is. And I've always looked for an explanation as to why. It's not that, you know, anything in sugar repulses me or anything. It's just a reaction I get when I eat anything like, let me say, fruit pastels, American hard gums, anything that's like coated in sugar or on the sweet side. Some of the say jelly beans are all sugar, basically. No, some as I say, what do I say to the doctor when I go to the doctor? Or every time I have something with sugar on me, ears up back of my neck and my arm stick it. You know what I mean? She'd laugh at me. It's not that, you know, like I'm allergic to it, you know, or anything. I don't come out in all these hives and blotches and everything. Toffee sweets. Nah. When we have like Roses and Quality Street at Christmas, it's just momentarily, Mary. I don't know what, you know, it's as soon as I put the sweet in my mouth, the hairs on the back of my neck stand up and like hairs on my arm stand up and everything. I don't know why it is. Equinox says he's not a sweet biscuit person, prefer a savoury biscuit. Hey, Frugal Farmer. Like in Roses and Quality Street and things like that, my favourites are the caramels. So there you go. I'm not one of Pixie's favourites like the strawberry cream, and you know what, everybody somewhere along the line has the favourites, and in the Quality Street, Mr. P likes the green triangle one. But I like the one with the hazelnut in the middle that's like surrounded in runny caramel stuff. The hobnobs are to dunk. They just want to be dunked. Not. Well, you see, there's the thing. That's another sort of disagreement that me and Pixie have. He will not dunk a biscuit. No way, no how. But I do like to dunk mine. But the only downside of it is when you're finishing your coffee, you've got all the biscuit crumbs in the bottom of the coffee. So that is the only downside. But yeah, I'm a dunker and Mr. P in. That happens to me with tart things. We see that's like polar opposite as to what what happens to me. Mine is to like exceptionally sugary things. But same as I say, I mean, you know, I don't dunk my biscuits all the time because for that fact that you get all the crumbs in the bottom of the coffee. But Mr. P not even, you know, don't go there sort of thing. Okay then, Peter, I'll speak to you later. You take care. So yeah, but there again, I mean, everybody's different, so it wouldn't do for everybody to be the same. Some people like to dunk the biscuits, some don't. You know, some people like savoury things, some people like sweet things. So yeah, it wouldn't do for everybody to be the same. Well, it's 1:30 now. I did say I wasn't going to go long, so I don't know how long I've been on now. One thing that turns my stomach is people who dunk toast. Oh my God. Oh, I like my toast, not soggy toast. I agree with you there, Nick. I agree with you wholeheartedly. You don't, mind you, having said that, when I went to France, I mean, they do actually sell it in Asda, and it's proper, like little tiny slices of toast, and that is made purely to dunk in your hot chocolate or your coffee or whatever. So yes, so they actually do sell a toast in Asda based on the French toast that is purely made for dunking in your tea or coffee. But having said that, I mean, from my respect, bread is a savoury. And a bread like French toast is sweet. Well, this is it. Same as I said, bread is meant to be like you have cheese on toast, you have a slice of bread and butter when you have soup. But I would never, ever dunk toast in my cup of tea. Well, I don't drink much tea. Well, I don't drink any tea. We drink coffee. But I'd never, ever dream of dunking a slice of toast in my coffee. See it all the time in the local cafes. It must be a Bristol thing because, same as I say, you ask anybody around here and say, "What? Dunking toast in your coffee?" Toast is made for when you have a fry up, soaking your egg yolk up. Yeah, tea is for dunking biscuits, not toast. Same as I say, I wouldn't even entertain it. There's no toast going near my coffee whatsoever. And this is going back to the same old thing, everybody's taste different. You might get a person out there saying, "Oh, I have a cup of coffee every morning and I dunk my toast in it." You know what I mean? And if you can hear a noise outside, the landscapers are doing the. If you can hear that noise, it's they're mowing the bit of grass outside and whatever. So I do apologise. So it's all right. I'm just looking to see if it's my favourite people because we have two lots of landscapers come round here. One lot is the council, and one is the other lot that Mr. P works with. Yes. It's all right. I'm trying to have a neb, see who it is. Oh yes, it's that lot that Pixie works with. See, the estate that we live on, some of the houses are owned by the company that Pixie works for, and some of the are council houses, and then you've got right on the end, they're all privately owned. So it's that lot that Pixie works for, or with, should I say, not for. That lot I swore at. So, to steer clear of me, let's put it that way. But hey ho. So if you can hear that noise, it's this sort of just out there with the lawnmower and whatever. They have to look like they're doing something. I don't know how long have I been going on. About an hour? I don't know. So has anybody else got any weird things that they dunk in the coffee or you know same as we've said. I mean, a lot of people like black pudding and with the fry ups. We don't even entertain it. Ugh, no way, no way. Has anybody ever tried haggis? 40 to 50 minutes? Not too bad. Has anybody tried haggis? I've never tried it, but even just the thought of it turns my stomach, knowing what they put into it. Oh, peanut butter. And, you see, that's an American thing, really, peanut butter and jam. You see, that's another thing. You see, I don't dislike it, but I don't buy it for the fact that Callum don't like it and Pixie don't like it. So I think to myself, well, if I just buy some for myself, it'll only go to waste, because it's sort of, I'm the sort of person that food-wise, I've got to, like, you know, when you sit there and say, oh, I just fancy a takeaway tonight, or, you know, it's something that I've got to fancy before I have it, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, I love it. Oh, I don't know you can eat it, Nick. I know peanut butter's good for you. Lots of protein in peanut butter, but same as I say, yeah. Oh, God, that's another thing. Ooh. And it's the same old adage. You either love it or you hate it. And I'm one of the people that hate Marmite. Wouldn't entertain it. Oh, thank you very much, Ruby. Oh, no. Knowing what goes into it, and that's the thing with haggis as well. Knowing what goes into it, that just turns my stomach alone, let alone eat it. Nah. Then, as I say, I like a fry up. Cornbread with soup. Same as I say, when I have a fry up, I like fried bread, bacon, sausage, mushrooms, fried egg, tomatoes and beans. Not having no black pudding with my breakfast. Well, this is the thing as well. You know, when Pixie goes to the match, he sometimes has a Bovril. Now, that's something else I don't like. I don't like Bovril. I don't like Marmite. I don't like anything like that. So, no, I wouldn't dream of eating any Marmite. I wouldn't drink Bovril or anything. But there again, same as I say, going back to the sentiments, not everybody's got the same taste in food. It wouldn't do for everybody to be the same or have the same fried tatties. So yeah, but you see, I know it's sort of thingy-bobbing. We every so often we do a big shot, and sort of in between I do like what I call a freezer top up shot. Now we went to Farm Foods, and they got these like the ready meals, and I think they were about 4 for £3 or something. I can't remember how much they were. So same as I say, sometimes Mr. P takes sandwiches to work. Sometimes he'll pick something up on his travels. Like now, tomorrow he will be coming home for lunch. But we bought these. There were two. They were all day breakfasts, and there were sausage. There were like scrambled egg, bacon. No, it wasn't bacon actually. It was some sort of ham. Hey Marie, Islands of Fun. Hi. You know, there were But that had also got these like little cubed potatoes. But it had got tomatoes, beans, sausage, and it wasn't bacon, because I thought at first it was bacon, but it said on the thing, like what they call a breakfast ham, and then like a little bit of, I don't know whether it was, I think it were scrambled egg. I buy tins of new potatoes, cut them into cubes and fry them in butter. Sometimes do it with a bit of garlic, or sometimes with mixed herbs. Now that I can eat. I can eat that. That is sort of my palate. Yeah. You see, the thing is as well, Big Red Bear, that when I make spaghetti bolognese, we always have garlic bread with it. Pancetta. Ooh. Oh, that's another thing that Callum made at school. He made calzone, which is, as everybody knows, it's like a pizza that looks like a pasty, so to speak. You know, but that was very enjoyable as well. So, you know, we have sampled cuisines from around the world, should we say. He's made a curry, he's made spaghetti bolognese, he's made the calzone, just trying to think of some of the things that he's made. The same as say, up until, you know, yeah, that's outside. That's the landscapers that works for the firm that Chris works for. So they're at same as say, where I'm sitting, the window is there, and then we've got like a hedge, and then there's like a big grassed area, and that's what they're doing. They're mowing the grass. Yeah, well, one of them anyway. It is them that, yes, I gave a few choice words to. so yeah, but because sort of because the good weather's supposedly here, you see, this is what irks Pixie. They call, there's only him and another guy that do the job that, yeah, I won't make him a cuppa. I don't think he'd accept it anyway, Big Red Bear. He might think I've poisoned him or put something in it. You know, probably thinks I've spit in it or something. But anyway, same as I say. But you see, the landscapers, you know, when it comes to the winter months, they do nothing. And Chris says, sort of, they do cross paths occasionally. And Pixie isn't a landscaper, he's a cleaner. But anyway, they cross paths, you know, occasionally. And Pixie said, you know, the amount of times he's caught them in a shed playing cards, doing nothing. And they call Pixie and his partner that he works with, oh, your job's easy, blah, blah, blah. Same as Pixie said, you know, at least we work all year round. He says, like in winter months, they do nothing. You know, he says, you know, and this is what irks him about somebody reporting him for going out flying his drone while he's off sick. He says, the amount of times I could have gone to my boss and said, well, so-and-so and so-and-so are in the shed playing cards when they're supposed to be working. But no, he doesn't. Yes, he's gone back to work today, Marie. I had a phone call from him just before I went live. I wouldn't say he's 100%. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Ruby. Well, same as I say, you know, same as Pixie says, the amount of times I could have sort of shot them into boss, but that's not who he is. That's not what he's like. And the first time he's never left the house all week, and the first time he actually goes outdoors, he gets shocked to his boss saying, well, so and so told me you've been out flying your drone, you know, and this is what irks him. He could, you know, the same as he says, there's many a time I could have said, well, just come find so and so and so and so, you'll find him at shed playing cards, but he didn't. So yes, so he's gone to work. I says to him, don't overdo it. But now, Mr. Eagle VP and his wife are both poorly. Pixie spoke to him last night and he said he sounded as rough as anything. So we all wish Eagle VP a speedy recovery and hope he gets better soon. So, and for once it's not Pixie's fault because we haven't seen him in weeks, so can't blame him for giving him his cold. Well, this is what you know, and it's like this as well, Nick. It says the amount of favours that we have done for that crew, one way or another. You know, it says, right, no more, no more. It says, I've learnt my lesson. It says, you know, next time they come and say, Chris, will you do this? Or Chris, will you do that? He'll say, on your bike. So it says, you know, my days of doing them any favours have done. But we're on about the firm that Pixie works for. They've got like a landscapers. They come and mow the grasses and supposedly clear all the leaves up and everything. And you know how ill Pixie's been? Well, he actually met up with somebody last Sunday in a local park. It's not as if it were a million miles away. It was only down the road. And his boss rang him because he's been off sick. His boss rang him and says, I just thought I'd let you know. I'll let it slide this time. But just to let you know, I've been told that you're out flying your drone. Now we know who it is. You know, we know who it is because there is several of his work colleagues. They don't come in chat. They just sit and watch. So obviously they'd watched the drone video that he posted and sort of gone to his boss and said, well, you were out flying your drone, you're off sick. Same as I said, it was a Sunday. He'd been cooped up in the house all week. He'd had no fresh air. He'd not had any, you know, he'd basically done nothing. He'd not gone anywhere. He'd stopped at home all week. Same as I said, you know, the one day that you go out and get a bit of fresh air, you go out and fly your drone and you've got them sort of in the boss's ear saying, well, I seen he were out last Sunday because he went so-and-so and, you know. But same as he says, the amount of favours that he's done them over the, you know, over time, he says, not anymore. But they forget about this, you see. And then they'll come to him and say, oh, can you do this? Or can you do that? Or something or other. And he'll say, no, find somebody else to do it for you because I'm not doing it. And that, you know, it gets you like that at times, you know. You know, you went running and telling Bill or somebody went telling Joe Bloggs or whatever, my boss, that you're out flying my drone. So no more favours. You're on your own, kid. But it's same as I say, Marie says that they make you a hard person. It's not so much about being hard. It's like once bitten, twice shy. You know what I mean? And same as he says, the amount of favours that we have done for them, over a period of time, and then they can do that to him. And it's like, you know, the classic scenario, they're up the boss's backsides. You know what I mean? They think they're sort of gaining something by shopping him into his boss. You know, and same as I mean, we made it. This is our sort of comical. We took it last week when it was nice. I did some washing, and I says, well, being as it's nice, I'll promote. You know, I'll put some you know, I'll get the washing out. So I says to Pixie, I says, just to get that bit of fresh air, I says, will you go and put them, you know, hang them up on the line for me? He says, now, do you think it's all right? Somebody might see me. I might get shocked to my boss because I'm outside hanging some washing out. And, you know, we just sort of made a joke about it, you know, and that's basically how you've got to take it. You've got to, well, this is it. But you see, you know, we just made a laugh and a joke about it. You know, do you think I'll be all right hanging washing out because somebody might see me hanging washing out and I'm outside, sort of thing. You know, but if you don't laugh about it, you just, you know, you're just doing your own juices, and then that's when resentment and everything starts setting in. You know, to Pixie, it's water off a duck's back. He's learnt his lesson. They're not be coming and asking for any more favours from him. End of. And if they do, they'll get the sharp shrift, basically. You know, he'll tell them where to go and say, well, get some other silly mug to do your favours for you, because I ain't doing it. Yeah, this is it. And you know, and basically, Pixie said to me, he says, well, if they want to be licking boss's backside, they can do, because I ain't. Equinox says, same here, Chopper's rule. I've tried sacking myself many a time, but some bugger keeps giving me my job back. Well, this is it, you see, Equinox. If you're working for yourself, you know, you can't fall out with anybody. You can't sort of blame anybody if something goes wrong. You know, you're your own boss. You work at your pace. You haven't got anybody to answer to. But yeah, you know, the same as Pixie's always said. It says, I don't kiss anybody's backside. It says, and I'm sure as not starting now, even though they probably are, you know, think that it's going to earn them some brownie points. No, it's not. It's just going to sort of segregate them from rest of the workforce, saying, nah, do you think I can trust so-and-so? Or do you think I can trust so-and-so? Because if I do something wrong, they're going to go back, you know, to the boss, kissing his backside. You know. But Pixie's the sort of person, he goes to work, he does his job, you know, the same as he says, it's the best way to be. You know, you just go and do your job. You don't, you know, you don't aggravate anybody. You don't kiss somebody's backside, you know, job done. He comes home he finishes at 4 o'clock. That's it, job done. Because he's got a works phone. He's got like a little pager type of thing, and it's not a pager. They used to have an app on the works phone, and it was called Crystal Ball. Now, when Pixie first started for him, he were working alone, and the partner that he's with were working in they were like two opposite sides of the town. So they had to have this, what they call a Crystal Ball app on the phone, because they're working in tower blocks, they're working in, you know, high-rise blocks and everything, and you can get some rather unsavoury characters, let's say. But they had to have this app just in case, for their own safety, in case anybody attacked them or whatever, you know what I mean? but they've changed it now, and it's like a little, like a pages type of thing, and it's got like a button in the middle, and it's how can I put it? It's connected to a security firm. So it's like a thing that you hang on your belt or hang on your pocket. Now, if somebody were to come at Pixie, let's say armed with a knife or made threatening gestures or threatened him, basically, all he's got to do is press this button on this like pager thing, and they will send an alert out to the police. You know, so basically this device is just for Pixie's safety, because some, as I say, I mean, like, it's same everywhere, it's same in the US, it's same everywhere. You get people that's on drugs that get off their faces and, you know, and are aggressive. Now that is just his safeguard in case anybody is aggressive towards him, you know. So he's got like a page. Some say it's not a pager, it's just like this button that you press. I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's also got like a works mobile phone. So once he comes through that door, that phone goes off and this page is turned off as well. That's it. Once he comes through that door, work's done. It's not so much, so as I say, it's not so much the bosses, Marie. It's you know, there's different, because you see the guys that are outside are classed as landscapers. Now, Pixie is actually a cleaner. He don't clean he does the stairwells and the banisters and skirting boards and everything. He's like, well, the posh name for it here in the UK is an internal operative. Now that's the posh word for it. The more down to earth one is a cleaner, jack of all trades, and a general dog's body. I can but yeah, so once he comes through that door, that's it. Phone goes off, the pager goes off, that's it. Job done. Just turns everything off. I'm off duty now. That's it. Well, same as I say, they've piled that much work onto him. Same as I say, that is why he's working 5.5 days a week. Now, same as I say, the posh name is an internal operative. But basically, in a nutshell, it's cleaner. But they started asking him to do water tests. Started him to ask him to do electrical tests, which he's not qualified to do. You know, they're piling that much onto him, you know, and this is why we're saying there's no wonder he's getting ill, because they're working him into the ground. And it's like the old situation where they've got a works van, but he could be one side of the town and they expect him to get to the other side of the town in 5 minutes. Yeah, well, I know what you're saying, Equinox, but same as I say, they've sort of piled that much onto him, and they're supposed to be getting him a part-time person, because there's only him and his partner that he works with for the whole of Sheffield. Now, I don't know the mathematics, but I think they've got 160 properties in the whole of Sheffield. And there's just 2 of them for the whole of Sheffield. Now, you could, like the crew that's out here today, sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 4. And that's just to do this little bit. So, I got told I was overqualified for a job. The job was a trolley boy. Oh, dear. Class Track. Hiya. How are you this morning? Well, it's not this morning. It's 2 minutes past 2 where we are. Hey, DJ Ian, fancy seeing you here. How's it going? Are you still in Spain? But yeah, you know, he still goes to work. You know, he gets on with it. He does his job, comes home. Same as he says, you know, I can't blame you for turning your phone. Because, I mean, even while he's been off, you know, he's had to charge his phone up. Not, you know, and they've been trying to ring him while he's been off sick. And he sort of, I don't know whether he forgot to turn it off or it had turned itself back on or what. And his phone were ringing. And they left him a voicemail. Can you just do this for me? Can you know, even though we were off work, we're still getting the phone calls from them. Oh, no, I'm back for weekend flight out on Monday next week again. Ooh, I hope you've got some vlogs, some more vlogs up there. Well, no, same as I say, I don't know sort of the extent of, but it's like water testing. He's not a qualified plumber. You know, some as I say, they pile things onto him what he's not supposed to do. Yeah, some as I say, you know, because you know, there's a couple of what we call day centres that he goes to. You know, have you done this test? Have you done that test? That's not in his job description to do that test, for one. You know, but that is rather than paying somebody to come out and do it. I think, oh, we'll pile it onto them, they'll do it, you know. Well, that's it. This is what we've said. You see, I don't know. To an extent, a lot of what goes off at work, it doesn't tell me. But then again, I think he's sort of selective in the things that he tells me. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know, you know, sort of what it entails or anything. You know, he sort of doesn't go into much detail. But I do know this, you know, they're supposed to. I don't know what this water testing entails. I don't know. You know, so I understand what you're saying, Nick, and you know, but same as I say, you know, I don't. I mean, I don't care to know anyway. You know what I mean? Once it comes through that front door, that's it. It's done work. That's it. You know, and I know what you're saying. It's Pixie that will get done, not the company. So, but it's all gone quiet now because I think they've done. we can. I've got a silence again, a bit of peace and quiet now. So, but yeah, you know, if he could get another job, he would. You know, but at the moment, there's not a lot out there. It's a case of it pays the bills, it pays the rent, it pays the gas and electric, it pays, you know, it pays the bills. So, you know, he muddles on or muddles along, as I can say. You know, he just muddles by. So, but yeah, so Chopper's Rule just previewing Cookie and the Cat fire truck video now. Will it be up later? Have you uploaded it? Have you know, have you put it onto YouTube or... I'm just plugging my phone on charge. It's all right. I'm just getting a thing from the place I used to go to the gym. Sending me emails and whatever. Well, not their fault. I've got a bad knee at first place, but I were okay until I started going to the gym, and then, you know, that's when I started having the problems. So obviously I had to stop going. Oh, loading it in 10 minutes. Ooh. Well, I was just telling everybody, Ian, I made donuts last night, but by the time I'd made them and everything, it were getting on for 9:30 at night, and it's such a drawn out process when you're making donuts that by the time I got everything complete and finalized and everything, and I said to Pixie, you know, don't upload it until late, as you know, till he comes home from work, and you know, is sort of took it from the camera onto the PC. He's uploaded it onto the PC, but he's not sort of done the editing and uploaded it to YouTube yet. I've got some footage same as I say. But yeah, watch out for the I've been researching MIDI mixers for use as photo editing. You see, this is the thing. I'm not very technological, so I mean, what is a MIDI mixer? You know, like is it like a thing that you see? This is how thick I am when it comes to editing and things like that. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, Marie, about we were only off a few weeks ago for 2 weeks with the flu virus. And obviously, because he went back after 2 weeks, his immune system hasn't had time to fully recuperate. And that's why it's hit him like a ton of bricks this time around, and why it's knocked him for 6. I don't think he fully recuperated from the last bite before he was going back to work. And that's exactly what I said to him this morning. I said, if you don't feel right, if you don't feel very well, I said, sod what everybody else says to you. I says, you come home. I said, I don't want you having an heart attack or a stroke or something just because you're going back to work too early. You know, I says, if you don't feel well, I says, you come home. I says, if they sack you, they sack you. So be it. I says, I'd sooner have him here than have a heart attack or something. Hi, Jeanette Cleveland. Yeah, so, you know, I'd sooner have him here with me than going to having to visit him in the hospital, had a stroke or had a heart attack or something. And this is what I keep saying to him. You know, if you don't feel well, you come home. They do loop deck for us on Light Boom Loom Room, but someone's done a program for audio mix. I do know what you mean by the audio mixing desk. It's them with slidey things. I do know a little bit, the slidey things on an audio. I sort of know what you mean. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody would agree with me, you know. Is the money worth it in end if you ain't got your husband here with you? I don't think so. I'd sooner have him here and be poor than not have him at all. There are shortcuts that can make donuts easier, and do it at your own pace. Well, this is it, you see, same as I say. If I'm doing something, I want to do it, you know, I do it, you know, yeah, it's a bit of effort. Yeah, the end result, you know, it's a lot of, as we say in the UK, a lot of fiffing and faffing about, but, you know, the end result is worth it. You've got a sticky space bar, have you, Equinox? But yes, I do know what you mean by the the mixing desk. I do, you know, one of them with slidey things, you know, bass and treble and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sort of totally thick, if you know what I mean. Ooh. DJ Ian says 446 subscribers now for me, Jeanette. I have got 944. Well, I did have this morning. So me and Random Life Productions are on the way to 1,000. Ah. Hi, Jelly Dog. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, so mine's sort of gone through the roof lately, but Random Life is on a way to 1,000, and I'm on my way to 1,000 as well. Oh, Chopper's Rules got almost 600. Same as I say, I did a sort of, well, I didn't do it. Pixie did it for me. Like, you know, thank you for the 700, and that don't seem all that long ago, and now I'm sitting at 944. You know, it only seems like yesterday you were doing that video for me, you know, thanking all me people that are supporting me and everybody that, you know, comments and likes me vlogs, likes me live streams, etc. It only seems like 2 minutes since you were doing that. You know, almost ready to upload the fire truck video. Woo. So yeah, so it's you know, it's I thought you got more than that. Equinox. If everybody wants to support Equinox photography, please feel free to do so, and I'm sure he'll return the favour for you. And as the title suggests, is a photographer. So everybody that's in the chat, we've got the 6 at the moment. If anybody wants to go over and support Equinox photography, please feel free to do so. And if anybody's not supported to DJ In Entertainments, you know, I welcome everybody supporting each other in the live streams, in the chat. You know, well, this is a thing, you see. Some, as I say, you know, we've got a lot of supporters out there, got a lot of loyal friends. You know, Marie keeps returning. Equinox photography keeps returning. Chopper's Rules keeps returning. You know, there's a few loyal people that keep returning to my channel. So I think to myself, it humbles me that obviously somewhere along the line I'm doing something right. You know, and I hope you enjoy my vlogs, my baking vlogs. Equinox says I only support people with content. So there you go. But yeah, you know, I do my baking vlogs. I do live streams. I've been doing quite a lot of live streams. Well, you see, the thing is, a few weeks ago, Eagle VP contacted me and said, do you want to start doing like a coffee morning thing? I said, yeah. Well, obviously he's been ill. He's had a one or two things going on in his personal life, so he's not been able to do them every morning. So I thought, you know, just carry it on until it says he might do one tomorrow if he feels like it, because he's as I say, he's got the lurgy at the moment. Him and his wife's not very well, so I mean, he is an elderly gentleman. So same as I said, so, well, don't worry about it. You two get yourselves better, you know. Well, actually, Chopper's Rule, I didn't start it sort of while, you know, after midday, because I'm say, you know, my personal life still goes on. I've still got jobs to do, you know, and you know, sometimes you two can take over your life, but as I say, we all have stuff to get on with. I've got my jobs to do. You know, I do what I can when I can, and this is just our, you know, my way of reaching out to people, you know, getting to know people, you know, so the Chopper's Rule said he had a 3-hour nap. Oh dear. Then as I say, I wished I had time to have a 3-hour nap, but same as I say, you know, you do what you can when you can, and you know, at the end of the day, for some people, YouTube is the life, and then, you know, you've still got a personal life besides YouTube, if you know what I mean. You know, you've got to get on with your everyday life. You've got to do your jobs. You know, like myself, are housewives. You know that if you don't do the housework, then it not get done. So this is, you know, this is what I'm saying. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut it down now. It's 2:20 in the afternoon. I want to get a few more things done before my son comes home from school, and obviously Pete comes home from work. So I want to thank everybody that's come in. I want to thank everybody that's come into the chat. Thank you for coming and saying hi. And as usual, the chat's been lovely. And I'll watch that after I've shut it down. Chopper's Rules. I'll go and take a look. And as Mr. P would say, I've rung your bell. You know, I've rung your bell, and as you can, I mean, we're in Chopper's Rules live stream the other night, even though it was sort of like late for us. And this is just the, you know, that was the support that we like to give to people. You know, we like to support them in the live chats. We like to watch the videos. We like to comment on the videos, and you support us, and we'll support you. And that is the old idea to it. We're not just here for sub or anything like that. I like to think that people like to watch my vlogs, like to listen to me ranting and raving, or chewing my gums off sometimes, you know, for whatever subject matter that we're on. And you know, you've got another supporter there, Equinox. You know, and I do appreciate it. And when I say I appreciate it, I mean it. And those that know me know that I appreciate it, and how much I do really appreciate it. So I'm rambling on again. So I want to say bye to everyone, and thanks for joining me. Bye.